Good morning, everybody, or happy time zone wherever you are. It is early morning for me here. I'm Chibi Carrera, and I am ecstatic to be your host here today for Fireside Pride 2024 here on Twitch. We are running from December 12th through December 15th for about 16 hours each day, and we are benefiting Point of Pride. To find out more about them, you can find the link to their site in the panels below the stream or use !charity in chat. If you're interested in donating, you can type !donate in chat. Find the schedule by using !schedule or see the incentives with !incentives. Speaking of incentives, we still currently have an incentive open for Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland Boss Endurance Run. We are at $60 out of the $200 that we need for that, and that game is not the next one, but it's the one after. So we don't have a whole lot of time to get that met. I really want to see that. That is going to be so much fun. So make sure that when you're donating that you are selecting that target so we can help get that met. At the same time, you can also apply your donation to a poll. We have a poll open for Spyro Reignited Trilogy. You can choose Spyro's color. Currently in the lead is pink at $75. Now, my favorite color is red, which is sitting at $0. So maybe we can start to get red up a little bit and we can see your little red dragon. Well, let's not beat around the bush and let's go ahead and get started with our first game of the day. We are here to watch Peggle World of Warcraft Edition Grandmaster with Brassbeat. Brassbeat, go ahead and take us to Azeroth.
Hello, everyone. So yeah, I'm brassbeat. This is Peggle World of Warcraft Edition. It's a sort of free-to-play shareware version of Peggle that was once released as sort of a cross-promotion for one of the expansions of World of Warcraft at the time. I don't know. I never played World of Warcraft, so I'm not really that knowledgeable about this. So, anyways, I'm gonna do Grandmaster. From Grandmaster means I play Adventure mode and then I play the 10 challenges. So yeah, I'm gonna make a new file. And then we'll get going. Time's gonna start when I click Adventure. So on my countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So yeah, this is Peggle. We have is a level of Peggle consists of this sort of pachinko board that we shoot balls into. We want to clear out all of the orange packs in the level to move on to the next one. Which of these packs are orange is determined by RNG. So you have to do a bit of improvisation to make things work. But we also have a few preset strats that we can make use of at the start of every level because the physics are still deterministic. So yeah, that's the first level done. Now here we get a bunch of funny slides. And so as you can see, if we hit the correct pixel, then we get a shot that we prepared that we know is going to be good. So we get to sweep up those slides nice and quick. And afterwards, we get to use the super guide. Hitting the green pack gives us a special power based on which character we're playing as. In adventure mode, we have to pick whichever character it gives us. In this case, we start off with Bjorn, which gives the super guide. That's basically an aim assist. Which basically, in terms of the speedrun, what we can do with it, basically we can predict one shot further than we would normally. So in many cases where I can normally like predict 2 shots, 1 or 2 bounces ahead, then I can instead do maybe 2 or 3 bounces. So maybe his goes back to the left, not quite because of a weird corner bounce. That's also how Peggle goes. And then, yeah, these first few levels are nice and easy, but they actually ramp up quite quickly in difficulty. In World of Warcraft, in World of Warcraft Edition, the levels are quite a bit more gimmicky overall, compared to what they would be in the full games, Peggle Deluxe and Peggle Knights. So as you can see, we got quite a bit lucky here. So yeah, we dealt with this level nice and quickly. Got quite good luck here. Luck is also a big factor in these kinds of runs. And speaking of needing luck, we are at level 5, and I forgot to practice this pixel shot beforehand. That's not quite what I wanted to do, so resetting twice actually serves a purpose. Basically, the game has a very sneaky mechanic called microzen, which essentially acts as training wheels once you have a certain once you're below a certain number of balls remaining. We have currently 7 balls left, and obviously once we hit 0, we lose the level and we have to try again. This is a really hard level, so for this run I want to take all the help that I can get from it. With these moving packs, we can't actually use the super guides immediately directly on them. If we were to aim at a moving pack, then it's just not going to show us the assist that we need, that we would want basically, but we can still kind of make do with aiming. That's not good. Let's try this. Oh, that's bad. That was unfortunate. So yeah, that kind of happens. I want to look at this one real quick. This looks about right. Yeah, that's more like it. That gets a little bit more work done. It isn't a lot, but we can all a little bit sort of help out in surviving the level, basically. Since I might have to replay the level anyways, I guess if there's like messages, if there's things the host would like to share, now's a solid.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd like to take this time to kind of remind everybody about why we're here, especially because this is the first run of the morning. So we are raising money for Point of Pride. Point of Pride is a trans-led 501c3 nonprofit organization, and they've served tens of thousands of people in all 50 states and 100+ countries by providing access to gender-affirming health and wellness services. The money we raise will go to Point of Pride's various support programs, such as their HRT Access Fund, which is a scholarship-like program that provides 12 months of free medical care for trans folks seeking gender-affirming hormone replacement therapy, or HRT, via Point of Pride's telehealth partners. So if that is something that you would like to support, make sure that you do the !donate command in the chat. Go to our Tiltify page, send in a few dollars, and while you're at it, go ahead and choose a target or a poll and help us get that Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland target met.
All right, so I finally beat the level, and we move on to the next stage, which is the next level, which is one of the most gimmicky levels that the Peggle devs have ever produced. As you can see, we just do 3 sides and clean up real quick. Since we are on the next stage, we also get to see a new master, In this game, we have only 2 masters because there's only 10 levels. This is Splork. Splork gives us the Space Blast, which is basically a big explosion. On this level, that ends up being... it ends up acting a bit weird on some levels because... in this level, you can see everything is a bit sparse and widely set, and it's actually a bit hard to make effective use of the Space Blast. And on the next level, we would really want our strats to actually work. So the blast actually ends up hurting us more often if we get it early. Oh, that's a whiff. Oh, come on. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess in my case, that maybe the Peggle fatigue is setting in a little bit. I just came back from like from a 5-hour Peggle run on really long-a-thon yesterday, so maybe not. Maybe I'm not like peak condition to like take on a tricky run like this, but we'll make do with what you have. Oh, that's also if.
Well, personally, I think you're doing great. So.
Yeah, it could definitely be going worse. There you go. All right. Now for this one, we have quite peculiar strats that we want to go for. So do this and tap the right ones. Oh, that's not good. Let's try that again. And then I need to set up this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we specifically want to time this with these swaying pegs as well. And then it's gonna take a while for the thing to hit, but yeah, we can get 2 of those slides done nice and easily. Oh, that's I guess I do have the blast I can use too. Nope, not like that. Alright, so here I got a bit unlucky. I got this weird ending formation that I have to deal with. Now this one, it's just 2 more levels in the adventure part of the run. That's not quite the case that I was that was not quite the pixel that I was looking for probably, but I got an okay result out of it. Oh, we actually got really good blasts here, since these rings tend to be really annoying otherwise. And now we move on to the last level. We face the what I think is Lich King. I don't know. I still haven't played World of Warcraft.
I've only played a little, so I don't know the lore.
That's fine. We got quite lucky here to deal with this middle section nice and easily. easily. This is quite a tricky level to do well on.
Oh, chat says that is indeed the Lich King.
Alright, glad I got things right then. I have a bit more on the sides than on most other cases, so... Oh, I got pretty lucky there as well. Thank you. And that's it for the adventure mode section. Now there's a few second long cutscene that we can skip by backing out to the main menu. And we move on to the challenges. These challenges, they all give us basically a certain goal that we have that we're going for. So in this case, we want to get a certain amount of style points, and we are done with that. For this level, we just we need to get 3 extreme slides, which as you maybe saw last time, we can get quite easily. Not all the challenges are this easy. This is a bit of a troll challenge. We need to get 5 free boss kills, which you get for hitting exactly 1 peck and going into the bucket. And you would think that, and Bjorn would be very helpful for that, but we are forced to play as Splork for this one. So yeah, I want to open up enough of an opening. On top of having to deal with using Splork, we also have to deal with the spinning packs that get in the way of us. Oh, I would rather not see that blast take out a bunch of packs that we would like having. Oh, that's also... So normally the packs that would be around here are the most useful ones to get pre-boss kills off of, but and this time they were taken away from us, so we have to improvise a bit. There you go. Now this is a really interesting challenge. It is a score challenge. We need to score 400,000 points to beat the challenge. Except this level, it doesn't give us a lot of packs to work with, and you can imagine that it is hard to actually get enough points out of this. So yeah, actually I don't like the generation that I got here. Maybe I get a random long shot here, otherwise, yeah, I'll reset. So, in many other levels, what you can do is basically farm up free boss kills. If you get 10 in a row, you get a 100,000 point bonus. Which would usually be enough, but in this case, there's A, not enough packs for that, and B, the packs that we do get are a bit awkward to work with. So yeah, basically I want to start off with a few long shots to get the points going, and then hopefully if we full clear the level, we get enough points just from that. I have this slide up top, which can give us a decent amount of points if we save it for like the very end of the level. So that is what I am going for. It's not looking too hot because I missed a few free balls here. What is this one? I need 187. Okay, I actually got lucky. So the points you get on this final shot, they depend on where the purple point boost tag spawns. I got a lucky spawn with it at the very end, so I actually managed to beat the challenge there. If you like do the math on the numbers, then I have a table here to look at, and it tells me that if I got a bad purple, a bad point boost spawn, I would have failed the challenge. So yeah, a bit of luck there to help us along. Now we move on to the epic quest chain, which is basically a survival challenge. We have to beat 5 levels in a row. Which isn't like... which mostly isn't too tough for us, but we do get a couple challenging levels near the end. In the main games, if you would get a challenge like this, then you would get 5 random levels. For this specific challenge, that's not the case. The 5 levels that we get for this are predetermined. So I can tell you that after this, I would get 2-2, and then 2-3, and then 2-5. So we get to see the Lich King again at the very end. Oh, nice blast at the end. So this is a... since this is kind of stuff that we've all seen before, I guess... if the host wants to share something, then now's the time to go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just got a $50 donation from Mooware. And Mooware is one of our runners coming up later today playing Fire Rock. That's going to be after Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland. No comment. Thank you so much for that donation. And they also put that towards one, choosing yellow for the Spyro Reignited Spyro's color. And they also put that towards the Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland Boss Endurance run, putting us at $110 out of the $200 that we need. Only $90 to go to get that met. We have the rest of this run and until the end of the Kirby run, which, as you know, these are speedrunners. It's going to go fast. So let's try to get that met before Kirby is finished. In fact, let's try to get that met before Peggle is finished.
I forgot what the first strat does here. Oh, that's that. I actually need to play this level on my own now. So that's kind of unfortunate. In these survival challenges, we can't just re-roll the layout to get a generation that actually cooperates with our strats. So in this case, we got unlucky, and we can't use the big strat that we would normally have for this level. It seems to be going smoothly so far. You can get trolled in this level quite a bit, so it was quite a big deal when we found a very convoluted way to basically deal with the entire level. I guess we don't use the green in the middle. That's just how things go sometimes. So because this is a bit of a scary level, and we want to play this a bit more safely than I might do in a full run. run takes like just over 20 minutes, so it's right around the threshold where you will where you would basically just grind to get lucky in like a usual speedrun setting. Alright, we move on to the first page of the challenges. And this challenge gives us more oranges to deal with, 55 instead of the usual count of 25. These are usually among the easier class of challenges the games can give you. But this one's quite a tough level for it because we have so many so many of these kind of swimming packs that are going on that we need to deal with. Usually we can just pick off the few oranges that are in there and move on. But I seem to have gotten lucky this time. There you go. Now the next one is quite an infamous one. We need to actually score under 25,000 for this is a low score challenge, which is very infamous class of challenge amongst like Peggle speedrunners, because they just end up being really jank a lot of the time. We have to score we have to beat the level while scoring under 15,000 points. No, 150,000. Sorry. I can't number at this time apparently. Now something that can troll us quite a bit is the style points that you can sort of randomly gotten. There I made a bit of a mistake. I could have just not gotten the next screen, basically. So far it looks like the game is quite merciful with us this time. Oh, I do not want to get that free ball. Oh no, we accidentally beat the level, and that can kind of troll us with the... yeah, we got too many points. Yeah, so the end of the level was really rough. Since we can get either 10,000 bonus points or 100,000 bonus points, and if you get the 100,000 on this challenge, you basically lose instantly. So I want to play the level in a way that's where I can prevent that from happening. There's two ways you can do that. One of them is to just save a super guide for the ending. But another one is to use sort of the structures that are around here near the bottom of the level, because they... Oh, I wasn't paying attention and I got a point boost apparently. That's no good. You can see these kind of arcs near the bottom of the level. They can kind of sort of act as a funnel towards the corners of the level, and that's where the low scoring bonus buckets are. So this is like one of the few sort of low score challenges where you're not as reliant on saving a super guide for the ending. Oh, I should be alright still. Oh, that got a long shot. That's unfortunate. You can imagine these challenges, they get really intense if you lower the point limit further. in a way, 150,000 is still fairly generous. But there have been some challenges made by the Peggle developers where you have even lower points requirements of like 125 or even 100,000 points, and they can get so rough that for some of them, we basically came up with pixel shots that specifically like make sure we can finish with 100, with a 10k finisher in, with a 10k finisher guaranteed. All right, so it looks like for this one I can just have a super guide for the ending, so it should be all good. Except for the part where I need to get this spec still, and these two are in the way. So I'll go for 1 free boss kills. I guess we should still be fine if we hit the 50k. Yeah, okay. There we go.
Ooh, I was on the edge of my seat for that one.
Yeah. Yeah, this challenge gets quite rough. And from one very rough challenge type, we move on to another one, which is duels. We have this computer-controlled opponent in front of us, and we take turns shooting, taking shots, and highest score at the end wins. Now, this level is very interesting for duel purposes because these parts of the level, they sort of act as Bjorn's BS device, basically. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a tactical penalty here. And then if you don't hit an orange in a shot, oh, we went right into 5k. That's unfortunate. Let's just try again. So as I was saying, if you fail to get an orange in a shot, then instead of getting points for that shot, you lose a quarter of your points. But it can be worth intentionally going for a penalty if that means preventing the opponent from getting fever next turn, because you can score a lot of points during fever, and it kind of adds up really quickly. All right, so I think with all of these oranges left, we're not gonna. The game is not gonna go towards all the way towards fever, so hopefully I have enough points on my own. That doesn't seem like it. Oh, I barely lost. Unfortunate.
Well, if you have a quick moment.
All right, sure, go ahead.
So I wanted to say real quick, we got $10 from Lady Ariana. They said, excited for all the exciting runs and showcases in this exciting episode of I mean Fireside Pride. So much excite, I can barely contain my excitement. Hashtag excite, hashtag trans rights.
I wanna do this and see what happens. Okay, I still didn't get the kind of luck that I would hope to get here. Maybe if I do this. So with anything that's like points based, and especially duels, you often can be a bit dependent on where the point boosts sort of spawns for you. All right, this time I'm gonna try going for that side first. Maybe changing up things up a little bit is gonna help us. What do I do? Let's try this. I didn't get a bucket there. In duels, instead of getting a free ball, you get bonus points for landing in the bucket. And the way it works is, for the first one, you get 2,500 for subside, and then every time the bonus goes up by another 25,000 each time. So we actually got it that time, thankfully. It took a few tries, but we made it through. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get to see the full. We get to see the Wicked strat in action again. In this challenge, we need to score 300,000 points, but we're starting from 7 balls instead of the usual 10. So depending on what level the challenge is on, it can be quite a tough one, but this level used to be very tough, but with these strats now, it's basically a freebie for speedrun. And so we move on to the final challenge. This is for this one, we start off with 1 ball and we have to beat the level. Oh, that's of course not gonna happen if you miss the pixel. Isn't it here? No, it's here. There you go. That should be better. This level looks like 1-1, but it's actually been slightly edited. There's a few more slides you get to use. So compared to a lot of fewer balls, these kind of fewer balls challenges, it's much less tricky. And time is actually going to be once I click level time.
GG.
Sorry. Oh yeah, that was cool to showcase the run. It went. This one went a bit rough, but oh well. At least it was a good. At least I feel like it was a good showcase overall. So yeah, I'm glad. I hope everyone enjoyed the run. This game, by the way, is completely free to download. The original website went down a long time ago, but it's still like in the resources tab on speedrun.com for this game, if you want to check it out. The other Peggle games, Peggle Deluxe and Peggle Knights, they are also quite cheap and they often go on sale. So yeah, that's basically it for me. I hope everyone enjoyed the run. I want to give a big shout out to the Peggle community. It's been great to come together and get these speedruns to where they are now. So yeah. And with that, I think I've blabbered on enough. So I think I'll head off now. So.
All right, well, excellent job. Thank you so much for that showcase of Peggle World of Warcraft Edition. Everyone, You are watching Fireside Pride 2024. Stay tuned for Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland Meta Nightmare 100% with Beam Queen Sol. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to Fireside Pride 2024. We are benefiting Point of Pride, and coming up next is Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland Meta Nightmare 100% with Beam Queen Sol. Now, that is about a 40-minute estimate for that game, but knowing Sol, it's going to go by a lot faster than that. So we don't have that much time left to meet our target for the Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland boss endurance run. We are sitting at $120 out of the $200 needed to get that met, so only $80 to go. And I know that we can get that met. That is going to be something so easy. I believe in you, chat. Let's do an exclamation point donate in the chat. Someone already beat me to it. Look at that. Good job. If you also want to check out our incentives to get like a better idea of what's going on, you can do exclamation point incentives in the chat too. We also have a poll open for our Spyro Reignited Trilogy for Spyro's Color. Y'all, you have so far raised $240 just with fighting over Spyro's Color. That is wild to me. Here's how things are looking right now. Pink is currently in the lead with $85. Following up in second place is Yellow at $50. Purple at third with $45. Blue is $35. After that is Green with $25. Now, default red and black haven't gotten any love yet. So if you love those colors or if you just want to see default Spyro, go ahead and put your money towards that Spyro poll. And don't forget the fun thing with Tiltify is that you can put your donation towards a poll and a target at the same time. You don't have to pick one or the other. You can choose both. So make your opinion heard with your donations. And at the same time, let's get more event with that boss endurance run. Now, chat, I just wanted to remind you of this absolutely wonderful organization that we are raising money for today, the Point of Pride. So the money we raise will go to Point of Pride's various support programs, such as free chest binders, which provides chest binders, specially designed compression garments, to trans people who cannot otherwise afford or safely attain them. Another program that they have is for free femme shapewear, which provides shapewear, specially designed compression underwear or gaffs, to trans femme people who cannot otherwise afford or safely obtain them. Thank you everyone so much for your patience. We will be back in very, very shortly with our Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland Meta Nightmare 100% run. We'll see you again soon. All right, chat, as we continue to prepare for our next run, I wanted to come in and give everybody some very exciting news. We have opened up a new incentive / target, whichever you like to call it on Tiltify, for Metal Gear Solid. Now that is a game that is coming up later today at about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got a few hours for it, but you know how time moves. It's going to go by quickly. We want to upgrade Metal Gear Solid to any percent extreme. Right now, Nick RP Green is planning to play the game on any percent easy, but we want to add an extra challenge to make it to any percent extreme. We need $300 to upgrade Metal Gear Solid. So first, let's focus on getting our boss endurance run for Kirby met And then after that, let's go all in and make Metal Gear Solid a harder game. Does that sound good to everyone? I think that sounds like a really great plan to me. And, you know, no bias, but personally, I'm pretty proud of it. Hey, again, we will be right back in just a moment. Soon, we are going to be ready with our next run